Here we go. Wait, that can't be right. All right, I have the camera. Hold on. Hello, ladies and gents. It is week one. Week one is over. It is Saturday today, and Saturdays are my weigh-in days. I do this every Saturday now. I will weigh myself every Saturday just to see the progress of the week. And what a week it has been. So first of all, 1.9 kilos in the first week is absolutely awesome. A lot of you may think that it's a lot. Fear not, it really isn't. So usually my average weight loss a week with my usual regime is between 1 to 1.5 kilos a week. Then it starts slowing down, and eventually after about 3-4 months it goes down to about 0.8 kilos a week. Apart from that, in the first week you always lose quite a lot because you hadn't started your sort of like diet yet, and on Sundays we tend to indulge. We go to the cinema, we eat some nachos, you know, and all that, so you're clearing out all that you've eaten during the weekend. I did worry a bit there because first time I weighed myself, I had my camera in my hands and I thought to myself, quite sure I lost more than this, and it's just, and then it hit me. Secondly, yes, I got myself a tattoo. See, wait, there, it's there. It says, seek discomfort. Now, I did this for a couple of reasons. One, I've been wanting to do this for quite some time now. I'm a firm believer in seek discomfort. Everything I've done in the past 3 years since I started my YouTube channel has been about me being uncomfortable. It's about seeking my discomfort, learning new things, sharing them, putting myself in front of a camera. This right here, this journey right here, this is as uncomfortable as it can get for me, but I want to do it. So I did this, and I did this here because I want to see it all the time. Every time I'm running, every time I'm lifting weights, every time I feel like I'm too tired, and that's gonna stick out like a sore thumb to me, and it's just gonna push me that bit more. Now, since we're at the early stage, I want to tackle a few things that people are telling me. So first of all, a lot of people will tell me, or have told me, that's too much weight, you're losing too much, take it easy, slow down. I've taken it easy and I've slowed down for the past 3 years. This is where it got me. It's time for me to step it up. I will not give my body more than it can handle, trust me. And the fact that I'm not in the hospital, it means that I'm doing okay. So please don't worry about that. I know my body very well. I know what I can handle. I know my pain threshold. I know my injury threshold. I know that when I start running, after about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I feel this burning sensation in my thighs, and my brain instantly starts telling me like, okay, we need to let's start walking again, you know, and then you can just run again. And it's this constant struggle with your brain, this argument you constantly have with your brain, and that is where people tend to give up the most. It's that struggle. And usually what I tend to do is just push myself that bit harder, and before I know it, it's 20 minutes in, 30 minutes in, I've run 5 kilometers, and you know, I actually feel better than I did when I started at the 2-minute mark. Now that push to actually fight yourself to do more can come out of many things. Can come out of a simple tattoo, and can come out of music. In my case, when I did my half marathon, till this day, I can't believe I actually ran for 2 hours and 20 minutes, or jogged at least. But I prepared myself. I prepared myself mentally, and I also prepared the triggers that helped me push harder. And that was a playlist that I had done. I had done a 3-hour playlist, and it was all songs which I absolutely loved. They were all songs, I think, about 156 beats per minute, because that's the pace that I usually run at, 156 steps per minute. And it was one song always escalating to a better song that I feel I prefer more. So it's constantly getting better, and that's constantly giving me more energy and driving force to actually go further. Secondly, diets. A lot of people will mention keto diet. I don't want to do keto, at least not for now. I've tried something similar to keto, which is called LCHF. It's low carb, high fat, which is essentially almost the same thing. And it works. You lose a lot of weight, but it's a whole lifestyle change, and I cannot do that right now. I travel too much. And the thing is, like, even right now, I'm making excuses with myself as to why I cannot do keto diet, and that's why I know it's gonna fail. So I'd rather not touch that and stick with what works for me. I have a diet plan which I do I eat like 5 or 6 times a day, so I eat quite well. Relatively smaller portions, not too big, but I mean, I do get big portions which satiate me quite enough. I'm not hungry throughout the day. I'm full of energy, so that works for me. And that's what's gonna stay for now. As for my workout plan, I plan to do a minimum, always minimum 4 times a week. Ideally 5 times a week. I don't know if I'll do Monday to Friday and then 2 days rest, or do 3 days workout, 1 day rest, 2 days workout, 1 day rest. Probably something like that, just to give myself a break in between. But it's always going to be sectioned off. Like, so for example, Mondays I will do legs and calves, for example. On Tuesday I'll do core, abs. Wednesday I will do shoulders, biceps, triceps, and then I'll do chest, back, shoulders, stuff like that. So it's always sectioned off. But I also do a lot of cardio. I love to run. Running is where I kind of clear my head. You know, I put my headphones on, I'm just running, and I tend to look down because that's all I want to concentrate on. It's the 1 meter or 3 meters ahead of me when I run. And that's it. I'm just focused on those 3 meters. I have my music going, and my brain just sort of it just goes quiet. And I love that. I absolutely love that. Once a week, it's also very important to have a cheat meal. It's very important mentally more than physically. It just keeps you sort of like motivated. Like, what happens with this one cheat meal is you tend to appreciate food so much more. Now, you tend to get creative with the limited amount of food that you can eat throughout the week, but when it comes to your cheat meal, you start planning that a week ahead. You're going to start thinking like, what do I want to eat? How do I want to cook it? And you start looking at these awesome recipes, and you just want to make it count. And as soon as you're eating it, you're going to savor every taste, it's going to be awesome. And that's one thing I actually like. Having said that, I actually really don't mind the meal plan I have. Now, sharing it with you guys is going to be useless because it's tailor-made for me, for my body, for my blood type, for everything I am. But to give you an idea, it consists of a lot of protein shakes, lots of eggs, peanut butters, whole grain bread, lots of protein, chicken thighs actually, veal, round eye, lots of vegetables. So yeah, that's basically what's been tailor-made for me. I had done it a few years ago, it worked, so I'm going to stick to that. So for today, for this update, for this week, I'm going to call that an absolute success. 1.9 kilos is relatively respectable in my books, knowing myself and what I've been through before. But yeah, I'm super psyched now. I'm happy that I've gotten the wheel turning. And yeah, I cannot wait for more. So yeah, let's do this. If you guys want to follow my progress, make sure to subscribe. I'll be doing weekly vlog updates. Oh look, I just did my 8,000 step target daily, and it's only 12 o'clock in the afternoon. How awesome is that? So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.